This video explains how you can use two very powerful modules within the XPT Decision Maker software. Let's start with the problem that we are familiar with, the house purchase example. We have already run this problem, so here are the results. We can click on the weight twice to rank it from top to bottom. Now observe here we have two modules, what if validation and risk. Let's talk about what if validation. With this module, we are going to investigate the sensitivity of the decision to these criteria. What we will do is we will remove one criterion at a time and run the module, but this is done automatically in one click. Now observe what's here on the left table. It will consider the first criterion and set it to 0.1 as opposed to 0. This is for mathematical reasons, and run the evaluation. Then it will take the second criterion, set it to 0.1. Then the third criterion. And it conducts a simulation for all these criteria. And in each case, we have a ranking. Let's take a look at the graph. We'll click here for the graph and just move the scroll bar a little bit to size it properly. And here we have an interesting graph, and I want you to observe this very carefully. Global what if, sensitivity of decisions to penalize criteria. What each band displays is an optimum simulation excluding one criterion. So in the first band, observe this minus sign, we have removed the size of house. The second band is a ranking with proximity to buzzers removed. The third band represents the optimized solution with quality of neighborhood removed, etc. So as you can see, in most cases, the blue, which is Miami, is favored. And in some cases, even New York, the red, is favored. But if you come down here and look at the financing option, what this says is, if money is not an issue, then you should go to New York, because simulated this problem excluding financial implications. The same is true about the condition of house. If the condition of the house is not of concern and you're willing to redo the place, once again, New York looks good. So this is the power of this type of solution. It helps you to look at the criteria and its significance to the decision you have made. Okay. Now let us look at risk. Let's click here to risk. As soon as we click risk, we see all our criteria here. What this says is, if there are data changes pertaining to any given criterion, we can select those criteria. Let's say we just heard a bus service will be introduced in our neighborhood. And also, we have new financing options. So we select these two and we say make judgment. What the model does is it allows us to re-rank the entire evaluation for these two criteria. Now let me cancel this and let's take one criterion, only proximity to buses, and say make judgment. This time it only allows me to rank proximity to buses. What this does is it looks at the judgment table and it says, okay, some data pertaining to proximity to the buses in the judgment table has changed. So what we do is we run the evaluation and we say okay. When I say okay, a new evaluation is provided. This time we have another ranking option. So what risk allows us to do is to look at changing data, basically to handle changes in the information that is in the judgment table. So this is how you look at sensitivity and risk using the XPT software. This is all for this video. So feel free to explore this further. Thank you.